So I'm a Demon Barber of Lincoln. I've had a shop. Demon Barber's been in Lincoln for 5 years now, roughly. It's my emporium, basically. Here I do all sorts of gentlemanly barbering. So anything from straight razor shaves, additional hot towels, beard shaping, modern styles, old school styles. I have no qualifications in barbering. My qualifications are what I can do with a razor, scissors and comb, etc.
So you literally are self-taught to an extent, and then you've done.
I was taught by a master barber, self-taught as well, and I travelled a lot and learnt a lot as I travelled around. Okay. There was at the time no certification went, you are a barber. There's no diploma or anything like that. Right. You learnt it the old way.
It is like an artisan, a figure to look up to in the barbering world. It's helped me come a long way. Like a fatherly figure, I would say. No, a granddad.
Yeah, my background I come from, I can't help be a showman. Right. However, being a showman, you've got to be good at what you do. My better way of phrasing it, the best at what you can be, if that makes sense. You always, like say when it comes to barbering, you're always learning. There's always going to be someone better than me. So I'll try and learn from them and find them and learn from them. There's a difference between a showman and a show-off. Right. Show-off you really want to slap. A showman, most of the time, can really do what they say they can do. I would describe myself, wow. One of the harder questions. It's hard to describe me. I think I'm made up of a lot of different things.
In my perception, it just appeared, maybe some sort of result, some sort of ritual, really. But I think his purpose in life is to cut hair and just be good at it and sort of inspire people around him. Yeah, he's sort of like a magnet sort of character. You're sort of drawn to the guy,
I've noticed over the years that your shop has served as something of a beacon, or sort of not a safe space, but a space where LGBT community members feel comfortable. They seem to be quite fond of the shop. How do you perceive that? What's your thoughts on that?
I'm lucky enough to have all sorts of walks of life come in here, old school punks, rockabillys, some goths come in. Again, we tend to have longer hair, but it's that sort of thing. Yeah. We seem to like it, so that's great. And when I did set up I called it the Demon Barber, some of my friends were like, well, aren't people going to be scared to come in? I don't care. You come in here, you sit, you wait. Hopefully it's a nice environment, it's comfy. We've got leather sofas, loads of interesting reading material, loads of stuff to look at, and hopefully customers start talking to each other. One
of the things I do want to speak to you about is your humour.
Okay, so humour is twatting your mates with swords. No, basically...
It's about as blunt as it gets, though.
Make new friends and hit each other with big pieces of metal. No, basically, humour is historic European martial arts. Yes. Also known as Western martial arts. My school is called Wolf's Head. Right. Wolf's Head Western Martial Arts, because we are a bunch of wolf's heads, basically. Our emblem is a snarling wolf with two tomahawks crossed behind it. I didn't want... You could have something nice and elegant and beautiful, medieval looking. It's not quite us.
How can I describe Fox? Fox is many things to many people. Here, instructor, friend. He's also has different personas for different things that he does. As the Demon Barber, he has a different persona again. He's also played in drag, in pantomime. Again, another different persona. He's a very flamboyant person. He enjoys life. He enjoys the company of others.
I have known Fox for it's a few years now. Fox is one of those incredibly genuine people who can be absolutely lovely and yet slightly weird at the same time. He is that friend that he'll go, I know this thing about that. How do you know that? And he'll just smile and walk away.
We met at last year's panto because I was playing the evil stepmother and he came on as one of the ugly stepsisters.
We'll try that again, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to introduce myself, not a word out of you.
He's sort of full of energy and he sort of knows just a ridiculous variety of things. He can be incredibly thoughtful, but he's always there to sort of help out if he can, which is a really good quality to have. I don't tend to make connections very quickly with other people, but we sort of got on almost immediately, I think, to the shock and hilarity of everyone else around us, really.
Okay, so over the last few weeks we've been talking, and one of the things that has come up is your failing health, as it were. You've mentioned that it is an issue with your kidneys. What is that condition, and does it come up when you're speaking with friends and family, or is it more something you keep to yourself and keep quite personal?
So my kidneys, okay, joking aside, be off about, I have kidney disease.
Right.
Let's be blunt about it. It's nothing I've done to cause it, it just is.
So like a genetic thing that just kind of manifested.
But I wouldn't have known about it, it was this advanced if I hadn't had cancer. Basically, I had testicular cancer. I had a surgeon who was so serious. And then with success, he was great. It was just lightened up and everything.
Yeah.
So eventually, I'd like to keep you in. Okay. So I went for some scans and then came back. Yeah, you've got kidney disease. Oh.
Right.
So stuff carried on from there, and it was quite advanced. I'm like, oh, goody. And then it just hit me like a freight train. It's like, oh crap, I've got to deal with this.
Yeah.
So I basically have round about 18 to 90% of my kidneys in total left. You look at a scan of my kidneys, it looks like bees have moved in. There's nothing that can be done. I'm doing everything I can, he says, drinking a fine whiskey. Lengthen the time of my kidneys and stuff like that, like drinking, I'm not a heavy drinker anyway. It's expensive these days. So basically, I'm taking like a teas and tinctures, anything to help lengthen my kidneys, basically.
Right.
If we are going to go so far downhill, I'm going to need dialysis and a transplant. There's no way out of that.
So that's kind of the end of the line, realistically, in terms of...
Thanks for that.
Sorry,
no, yes,
a very poor choice of wording. I will. So that's okay. So that's kind of like what's realistically in your future.
Yes, it is. Okay. Yes, but we'll be a transplant coming up at some point.
Right.
The main thing it's affecting me is tiredness.
Right. Fatigue, kind of.
Fatigue is real. It's ridiculous. I can't train as much as I used to. I can't teach as much as I used to.
So when you say training and teaching, that's the HEMA side of it?
The HEMA, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't still have a HEMA club if it wasn't for my assistant instructor, Nigel. He has helped me out so much. I quite openly say if I in Canberra, I wouldn't have a club without him, because sometimes I just haven't got the energy to teach. I'm not safe. So he puts up with the fact I'm just plain and utter knackered and can't do stuff sometimes, and he doesn't even complain. He just gets on with it and does stuff he's really come on. So with him, I've still got a full functioning school.
Yes.
And stuff. And I basically, as he put it, be Yoda. Yeah, small and green and wrinkly. Basically.
In terms of how you're dealing with obviously the kidney disease, is that something you openly discuss? Is that more something you just kind of keep to yourself?
I keep it to myself because people don't need to know unless we ask. If they ask, or sometimes I feel really down. I've got this. Come on, I've got this too. What? I don't give out advice because I'm not qualified to give out this sort of advice. But if they want to know, I'll tell them what I'm going through.
And then they can
draw
parallels.
If you want a really depressive haircut. But I also try to make jokes out of it as well. Right. You're going to have to. This is what I'm dealing with. This is perhaps what you may deal with. Forewarned is forearmed. And we've asked openly, so I'll tell them. I'm not going to hide it. If it helps someone, it helps someone. I mean, half the knowledge I've got from barbering of people's lives, I can pass it on. Makes me sound the most knowledgeable person in the world. If not, I just think someone could do with hearing it. There you go. I mean, things like barbers talk to a lot of people.
Right, yes.
Oh, we can talk for England. You'll find, especially barbers, it's ladies with hairdressers as well, a relationship just form. You have a regular person that cuts your hair, you talk to. Before you know it, a lot of them you're telling about your life and this sort of stuff that happens.
How do you think your friends and those nearest and dearest see you?
With a lot of patience. It's the best way of putting it. I tell the truth, I don't know. And this sounds really wrong. I'm going to have to clarify this. I don't really care.
Right.
Not because I'm going to bulldozer, and this is me, tough. I'm me. And for some bizarre, amazing reason, they accept me for me being me. I try and do the best I can be. It doesn't always work. And for some reason, people, they like me, they get on with me, I make them laugh. I don't overanalyze it because I just tell myself in spirals if I did that. I'll see you for your next haircut.